Well, for me, I see like 4 kind of big key areas.
Okay.
One is the AI data analytics, obviously, and we've talked about that one significantly during the day today. So all those things that make things predictive for us and not reactive. And second is autonomous vehicles, unmanned vehicles.
I like that.
We have a float platform now that's a completely unmanned vehicle, essentially, and that's a first beta test out in San Diego now. We'll see more and more of that, both air, subsurface, and surface. The third thing is the Li-Fi, and we've been actually working with this on that. Dr. Butler is doing some great work over there, but we see advantages for that to do that skip generation of technology. You know, in China, a lot of folks in other countries that didn't have good telephone infrastructure everywhere, they went right from not having telephones to having a cell phone. You just don't bother with the middle road, right? So I see that with regard to RF and how we can use the Li-Fi spectrum afloat, not just for internal communications potentially, but for external communications. As you know, we're very reliant on satellites afloat for reaching back to get to the grid, to get all our information. If we have the opportunity to use an aerial layer, that maybe we can use the Li-Fi to increase our bandwidth if we are not having, if we don't have access to satellites, it gives us another opportunity. And then the last piece is the human-machine interface. You'll hear Admiral Rogers, you'll hear Admiral Ty and folks in our community who are visionary thinkers already talk about this kind of human-machine interface and how that's going to further get more complicated, actually. And you know, think about Ray Kurzweil and singularity, you know, man and machine becoming one, right? So we have to have a workforce and a human element that understands that. So it's not, again, just the technology. It's, okay, how are people going to react in that environment? How are we going to get them to leverage that? How are they going to become comfortable with change at that accelerating rate? Right. Moore's law is your grandma's law. I mean, 18 months processor speed, that's in our rearview mirror. So we have to be thinking in an accelerated way. Excellent.